Hello dear pupils and students, I'm glad to greet you again at my English lesson. And our topic for today is gerund and infinitive. Actually, we're talking about this topic, but let's talk about gerund and infinitive again in order to remember, revise information about these two really significant things and to maybe know something new. Well, let's start as a rule, as I like from definitions in order to understand first of all, in order to revise. And of course, try to remember, my dear students, how to express what is gerund, what is infinitive, and what is some other rules. So, what is gerund? Gerund and infinitives are sometimes referred to as a verb complements. So it's not verb itself, but something that was developed, something that was organized with the help of a verb. They may function as subjects and objects in the sentence. It depends on sentence itself, of course. A gerund, what is a gerund? Gerund is a verb with ing ending, and sometimes gerund may be not only verb, it may be noun. And it may be some another part of speech, but you shouldn't confuse them. You shouldn't mix them and join as one word category gerund. No, of course, gerund is a noun that names an activity rather than a person or thing itself. So I will show you some examples, but before, please pay attention to infinitive. Infinitive we may create by using participle to before the verb. So it's neutral form. So it's initial form that we have in a verb. With the help of participle to, we may freely use some verbs after predicate. And at the same time, this verb will not take any grammatical tense, absolutely. I picked some examples in these slides in order to show that infinitives and gerund may be used in absolutely different situations. So look, to err is human. Well, the infinitive, like a noun, is the subject. Here is a real of subject. But please look at the second sentence. Birds love to sing. And here you may see the object. The object, again, absolutely another situation, another usage, but the same writing. As I told you before, do not confuse them. Next one is to respect our parents is our duty. This case is, again, like in the first one, connected with subject, but you will see some other details, some other additional information. A verb, it also taken an object. So can you see that gerund and infinitive may take a different meaning in the sentence, may play another role, different role in the sentence. Now, can you see some other examples? And here you are like to emphasize such kind of verbs like did, let, make, need, there, see, and hear. Can you see these words? These words, they have some different another usage. After usage of these verbs or words and words, you shouldn't use participle to. So actually, you may use another verb if it is necessary, but you cannot use participle to. And pronoun, which will be located between these words, the first word or verb, which is highlighted with a blue color, and another verb, so may be used in objective case. Actually, this rule is called complex object. This rule is connected with this topic, and at our next lessons, we will discuss this topic and we will investigate topic in a more detailed way. But now, please pay attention to these words. Well, complex infinitives. So you may use and you may see some words like to wash, to be washing, to have watched, to have been. It depends on tense, it depends on concrete situation, is it action was finished absolutely, or it's still continuing, or just neutral form. No matter. Anyway, is it passive or active? Participle 2 may be used in order to organize, in order to create a new sentence. The gerund as the subject of the sentence, yeah? Look please at example of this case. Eating people is wrong. Of course, it's logical, but so let's discuss, let's investigate this sentence. And another one, another situation when the gerund as the complement of the verb to be. Look at the example, please. One of these duties is attending meetings. Well, here you are. Situation with to be verb. Another example, which also can be used, please, I'd like to pay your attention. I will not read them. I recommend you to read these sentences, these cases of usage and these examples. And at the same time, I will go to another topic, to another category, complex gerunds. So can you see that in all these cases, ending ing is added, is fixed to the word. Accordingly, is it active or passive, no matter which tense, grammatical tense, we may organize, we may have different form, and in the sentence, these words may take different place, different meaning, maybe subject, object, or some other words like additional in the sentence, not the base of the sentence. Now, please, let's go to some other words which may bring us some also additional information, which are also connected with gerund and with infinitive. Look, please. I prefer bicycle to motorcycle. What is the situation? The situation is prefer and in contrast to would rather. When we use prefer, prefer is followed by the verb in the ing form and to. For example, do we prefer drinking tea or coffee? Actually, can you see ing ending is following the word prefer. The example number 3 is like, they would prefer you coming tomorrow. Sometimes we may add pronouns between a word itself, prepare, and another form of gerund. So here you are examples how can it possible and how can we use it. What about would rather? Another construction which may express some particular category, some particular situation. And can you see, I would rather have coffee than tea. Would rather is followed by the bare infinitive. Bare infinitive is a verb without participle 2. All these examples may represent this situation. And had better. What about had better? Follow the list of examples, please, in order to look through. Had we better let him know. Sometimes had and better may be just differentiated, may be separated, it's better to say, with pronoun which may be fixed between them. Actually, how to use, you can see verbs without participle 2 in the form of their infinitive. So here you are some additional information about gerund and about infinitive. I hope that the lecture was really interesting, useful.